not a podcast.
This is 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 not a podcast, but it's a broadcast on IG and YouTube to make y'all laugh. To make y'all laugh.
And some real life shit.
To make y'all laugh.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Holly Bugs.
Here's your boy Watts.
And Al's not here.
And shout out to Grizzly Green.
And this is not a podcast. We in the motherfucking building.
And today our special guest, we got Cito on the beat.
Motherfucking building.
Yeah, yo.
Was goody.
He took a flight to Hawaii.
Yeah,
yo.
man. Grizzly Green can't be here, man. You know, he says well wishes. Book say he on a flight to Hawaii.
In a flight to Hawaii with the peoples.
Out here networking. He networking in Hawaii, man. My man Grizzly
Shit,
Green,
I wish
man.
I was in Hawaii right now. I'm jealous.
Yo, man.
Yo, see what up, baby?
What's
Yo,
up,
I'm
Dad?
good,
Yo,
man.
what
I
up?
appreciate y'all having me on here first.
Yo, listen.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate you coming through. Show, be showing love to the show. Definitely.
No,
look it up, you know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
man.
I see
for
you.
sure.
Yeah.
You see? I see you.
You see me?
I see you. I see you.
Cito be outside, man. He be not outside as far like outside literally, but like he working, man. I be
Musically.
watching him too.
I feel him.
Musically,
I've been a little inside, but I definitely be outside
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Both ways. I definitely be outside. Music and outside.
I've been seeing you for a long time. Do your thing with the music, man. So it's definitely a pleasure to have you
Nah,
on
I
the show.
appreciate
You know what
that,
I'm saying?
man, for
Fact.
sure.
What do you think about this?
What's up? There's a topic.
Will
there's a topic.
Smith come back.
Yo, Will Smith come back. My
What you
man's
think?
on
His
a
album?
world tour, bro.
Yeah. Will Smith got an album. I don't know if you've seen it, but Will Smith got an album.
Will Smith is back, man. Yeah, man.
So we talk about
this
random
is,
shit. This is not a podcast,
Yeah.
bro.
Nah. I already
This
know.
is not a podcast.
So
So let's get into it. So I would say, obviously he had the the Oscar shit where he slapped Chris Rock,
Chris
right?
Brown.
Everybody, Chris Rock. Not
Chris Rock.
Nigga said
Rock.
Chris Brown. He said Chris
said
Brown.
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
But did it? Wait.
No, he slapped Chris Rock.
Okay,
right?
he slapped. Yeah,
He slapped Chris Rock.
Okay.
People they know he's gonna make it back. Whatever. It took a while. He took a little hiatus. Now he's back, but he's doing everything. I just seen the Drink Champs interview. He was on the $1 million worth of game with Wallow and them. Like he's on the internet. He's doing streams and shit.
Nah, he's doing his promo run.
Right.
You know,
Doing
he's
his
doing the promo run.
and
Yeah, for sure.
it actually looks like it's getting a lot of love back. So you think he was able to re up and make it back into shit. Like people forgot about that shit. Like it's still Will Smith, or what are we thinking? Or it's still Will Smith.
They just got. I mean, want my opinion?
That's
Yeah,
please,
maybe.
Please.
I think it was a snatch and bag run with all the artists that were on it. I don't know if it was like
with the other
features. Yeah,
album?
there's so many features on it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, there is.
He must have paid really.
Well,
Really.
he got bread. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So
That's what I'm saying. It was like I'm bored. Let me drop an album.
But you know what though? I will say this. I don't think he paid for all them features.
Right.
'Cause at the end of the day, he a legend. He
Right.
icon.
He's
It's
still
Will
Will
Smith,
Smith,
right?
100%.
So
I
niggas
agree.
just like niggas will give him verses just to be able to say, "Yo, well, I did some shit with Will Smith." You know what I'm saying?
I think the
real
hard-
shit.
Right.
At the end of the day,
I think the harder part would be like people thinking like, "I can I still fuck with Will Smith after what happened?" Because they might not be everybody, the industry people might not be fucking with him. You know, so it's like, it's a little funny like that. Not like money wise, like you say. It's like that's Will
for
Smith,
sure.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all hear the album?
I heard
Nah,
a couple
I hate
songs. There's one song I like. The beats are hard. Pause. The beats are dope.
I will say this. This is my take on it.
Yeah.
I feel like Will has a lane that he's good at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I could see he would. This album was very experimental. You know what I'm saying, for him, and I can hear it in the music. Do I necessarily think that it's like great for him? No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. I think that I wish I would have got the Will that we got back in the 90s.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? The Miami records, the Men in Black records.
Okay, yeah.
I say this. He is the perfect artist to make cookout music. You
Okay.
feel me? He makes
Right.
summertime auntie
Summertime classic,
cookout
bro.
music.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like that's like I wish I would have got those records, the feel good records that like that your kids could listen to though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's trying to. I'm sorry, bro. This whole like I'm the roof, I am the ceiling, like bro, like no, bro,
Yeah.
like
Nah, but you know what's crazy? It doesn't even sound like him.
Nah, yeah,
Like,
I heard.
he has some writers in there.
So-
he had to have.
But who wrote that for him?
I want to find. I didn't
I'm a
check.
Sagittarius, but
That-
I identify as a Capricorn. Like
He's trying to get deep pause. He's trying to get deep pause, man.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, yo,
I just
when I heard that, I was like, yeah, nah, bro, this ain't it. I just gotta be honest, bro. bro. Like that shit isn't it.
I didn't hear it, but from what I seen, when it's all about Drink Champs, a couple of lyrics said it was more like a therapeutic album for him. He was more like talking, to, you know what I mean, to the people through the music type
bored,
shit, and trying to get all the shit off his chest through the music. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it real. Like Will Smith on Spotify, or not like it's not. I don't see Will Smith album like, oh, I gotta go hear that. So I ain't really.
I think he was just bored, bro.
But
nah, I want to see him on Netflix, not Spotify.
right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like facts,
new
facts.
Will movie. I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
I'm turning it on. Like,
I'm more excited for a Will
shit,
Smith movie than a Will Smith album.
100%. You feel me?
For
Like.
sure. My man Will Smith. But you know what, man? Shout out to Will, because he's a legend, man. He was getting flack for that smack.
Icon, bro. Icon.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see that he's back on it. People let that shit go.
I don't know if y'all know this, but y'all know that Will is the first rapper ever to win a Grammy.
Yeah.
He was the first rapper?
First rapper ever. Him and
he opened that. So like there's shit that he's done for the culture that you just can't take away from him. You feel me? Like you just can't. He's a legend, bro. He's an icon. He surpassed like music. You feel me? It's beyond music for him.
100%.
And in reality, this album, this shit is a side gig for him, bro. This is a side mission, bro.
100%, yeah.
This is a fucking side mission, bro.
I haven't been in the studio.
Nah, he's a,
you know what I'm saying?
He's a pioneer because like
his kids are successful.
True.
Like nigga, your baby mother's Jada Pinkett. Like nigga, what the fuck, bro?
Facts.
Like come on, let's really talk about it.
He also pioneered the shit. Like not only the first Grammy ever to win the first hip hop Grammy, but he was the first like hip hop rap artist to do a show, to get to TV, to do the mainstream.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like he pioneered a lot of shit, bro.
He opened doors for like, you know what I'm saying? He took the culture to new levels. You feel me? Like he opened doors for rappers to be like, I don't just gotta rap. You feel me? I could go act too. You feel me?
100%, man. Shout out to Will Smith.
Will Smith, man.
Will Smith.
The legend, the icon. Salute.
What else? What else we got in the terror though? Fucking
shout out to my man.
We're gonna talk about your boy.
Yo, I'm talking about my boy. I don't give a fuck, yo.
Yeah, man.
My man Diddy beat some charges, yo. Yo, listen, if he comes out,
this is crazy.
Listen,
yo, man, go ahead.
If he beats those charges, how would you react to that?
How you would it? So
all right. So
he got 6 dismissed.
Both sides. Remember, we got daughters.
Yeah. I was about to say we got daughters.
Right.
And again, I'm not saying what he did was right. But I'm talking about allegedly. But I'm talking about court-wise, meaning how everybody left.
Bro, it's not allegedly, bro. I saw him drag Cassie through the.
But he's not getting charged for that,
bro.
He's not getting charged for that.
It doesn't matter though. I saw that. I can't respect him as a man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be honest, bro. Like I don't give a fuck about the charges.
Right.
As a man, bro, I can't respect you. First of all, you did this shit in a towel, my nigga. Nigga, you was holding your towel, running down the hotel lobby,
elevator,
and dragged her, bro, from the elevator.
Yeah.
You're a savage, bro. That's evil shit, bro. If somebody did that to my daughter, bro, you gotta die.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta die, man.
Of course.
You gotta die.
Of course.
And
you
think
feel
about
me?
it. That's the only one video we saw. Imagine all the shit going on
that's what I'm
behind
saying.
closed
So
doors.
fuck
You know
all the shit that's in court.
Yeah.
Like that's whatever. I can't fuck with him off of that video. Like I saw you there, bro. There's no and you got on camera and you apologize like, you know that I don't know what I was thinking. So you admitted you did that shit. Right. I can't fuck with that. And you got daughters, bro. You got two twin daughters and you got a baby daughter, bro. You got a daughter that's like 3 years old. Like, I can't fuck with that.
I know you can't fuck with it. But music wise, what everybody did, like just disappeared. And let's just say he wins. You would let these people come back into your life after they left you?
No,
you wouldn't.
No.
Okay,
no.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
So like the Khalids, you know how
Nope. Nope.
I need to do that.
Nope.
I told you the only way
if I'm Diddy, it's fuck all y'all.
Fuck all y'all.
It's fuck all y'all. 100%. Fuck all y'all. It got to be though. I mean, it got to be.
Right. They already proved what you know what they stand.
Yeah.
So
it got to be. Stand over there. You feel me? Stand over there.
Facts.
Yeah.
Let's get to my boy, to your boy Trump, man. Trump got these tariffs going
fucking
on,
up
man.
Shit, bro.
Yo, he's
fucking up shit.
Yo, right now. So what he tried
somebody that got clothing line. You know, I got like these are my hats. You know, I do the NJ hats. You feel me? And I got like shirt. Like now that I'm like. Yeah, I don't fuck with these tariff shit, bro. This shit, like,
bro.
When you really start understanding what it is, because he's like, oh, yeah, you feel me? Like, nah, they got it. No, nigga, they don't got to pay that shit. We paying that shit.
Yes.
And you think these companies are going to want to pay that? They're going to update charge, and then the fucking customer got to pay that.
Right.
So everything becomes more expensive.
Yep.
Nah, I ain't fucking with that.
Supposedly his plan is that the tariffs is now so we don't get it from somewhere else and it's made in America type shit, and then it'll be cheaper to get in America. So like a few years down the road. That's like the overall plan. But the shit right now is crazy, bro. I was just looking on now. You know, like a bottle of champagne Moet is like $60 online, right? Probably like a year or two, that shit probably gonna be like $200, bro. The iPhone, you see that we were talking about earlier. The iPhone is about to go up to $2,400. Like all the shit that's made other places is about to go crazy high, yo.
What about merch?
Yeah, merch. You said, merch.
All of that, bro. We're gonna feel that.
That weight, my nigga.
Firsthand,
You're
sure.
gonna die. You're gonna go crazy off of weight.
Right.
Just shipping, not weight.
Right. Yeah.
But the
Like
weight
the actual
of
weight,
shit.
the actual weight of the shit. Yeah.
Like a pallet. You know how niggas, like, let's just say, you got a pallet of pants, shirts.
Right.
That shit's gonna cost more than what you're gonna make off those shirts. That means you gotta sell them for higher now.
Right, and that's with the consumer,
which makes
it's gonna be higher for
here,
us. Right. It's
Yeah,
higher for us.
yeah, exactly. Because the companies ain't gonna
Hell
you
no.
gotta think about companies that do this shit daily, like millions of dollars a day, like Walmart, bro.
Right.
You know what they're fucking bringing in every day.
Oh my god.
You know what they're fucking tariff, like
It's
what they're paying.
Ridiculous.
Nigga, it's insane, nigga.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? Like all the food's going up. We're in the industry where even equipment's gonna cost more money.
Bro, it's
and
fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
You're better off with this, like, by leaving the
It's
country. type
fucked.
shit.
But I will say this, though. From our options that we had, like, yo, if you ask me from all of our options, I wouldn't have picked anybody.
Right.
You feel me?
Facts.
But I'm picking Trump over Biden.
Yeah.
Oh, Biden.
Yeah, all day.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All day.
nah, it's
Like, you know what I'm
true.
saying?
Donnie.
Niggas be on this, you a Trump supporter. Like, bro, you talk all of that shit, but tell me something that Biden did that was good.
Right.
Like, and then they talk about Kamala. What the fuck did Kamala do?
Yeah.
She didn't do shit, bro. She didn't do shit as vice. Oh, but she was vice. It don't give a fuck. I don't care if she was a secretary, bro. She didn't do shit for this country.
At all.
And you expected her to do something when she got into office? Like,
Right.
no,
Yeah,
bro.
it was
like, no.
It was the two lesser of the evils.
Like we had, bro. It was like, yo, y'all all suck. But I gotta pick who makes the most sense from what sucks.
Right,
You feel
right,
me?
true.
Like I gotta pick what makes the best sense from what sucks. You feel me? But like as a whole, bro, you ask me, man, I want to leave this fucking country, bro.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
Yeah, we
It's
was
like,
talking about
I want to
that.
leave, but then, bro,
Question,
you start thinking about other shit, right? Like Canada right now, bro. Health system in Canada is trash right now. People are fucking dying. Wow. People are dying in Canada, bro. They're not getting seen for simple shit. Niggas pass away at home, bro, because their insurance isn't getting fucking,
covered.
bro. They can't get covered for the flu. Like what, nigga?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
You're dying from the flu, nigga, in 2025 in
That's
Canada?
sick, yo.
Yeah, that's wild.
Nigga, what the fuck, bro? That shit is crazy, nigga. What are you talking about?
And we already got
I
fucked
can't
up
get
over here.
medicine. Nah, nigga. Niggas think we got it bad here, bro. Health system in Canada right now is terrible.
That's what you say, man.
nigga.
It's always
terrible.
the grass
bro.
is always greener, man.
Always,
You know what I'm
bro. I
saying?
tell people, I'm like,
The
yo, you
grass
think
is
we got
always
it bad?
greener.
We do got it bad. But
It could be worse.
every country's battling
It could
some
be worse.
shit, bro.
Facts.
They all battling some bullshit, bro.
Bro,
It's bad, nigga. It's bad.
In that perspective, you think about it, like we talk about tariffs on like clothes and food and stuff like that. It's like, but as far as everything else, like you said, there's people go to wars. There's people that do health insurance. Like there's other larger, bigger things that is like, man, now that shirt costs a little more money. You know what I'm saying? Like it sucks to have to deal with it
eggs?
you like,
But
man,
it
this
ain't
shit-
as bad
Right?
as
You know,
like,
like
yeah.
this shit last
Eggs?
last year was $10. It was $20. Now it's
Nigga, a
$30. You know what I'm
carton
saying?
of eggs was
right.
$5.
Eggs, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Shit's
Like,
like
Nah, yeah.
some people don't even
12,
got eggs, my guy.
Shout
You know
out to
what I'm saying?
Aldi's though, yo.
I fuck with Aldi.
Aldi's.
Aldi's eggs is
are-
like $3, nigga. You heard?
And Dollar,
Aldi's.
I'm giving
how
y'all
about
the
Dollar
secret
Tree?
too,
And
yo.
how about Dollar Tree? I fuck with Dollar Tree.
Dollar
So
Tree,
think about Dollar
Dollar
Tree either.
Tree.
It's going up. The prices are
Yeah,
going
they all
up.
going up though. Now
A
they got
quarter.
they got the $5 shit now.
Yo, yeah. They got the $3 section. They be
yeah,
like,
like
yo,
what?
this right here,
Facts.
$3.
Like, yeah, it's just like a Dollar Tree, bro.
This is crazy, bro.
Yo, facts.
Yo, I go front. I fuck
That's
with
funny.
Aldi's, yo.
Yeah, I fuck with Aldi's too.
I fuck with
Yeah, we
Aldi's.
got
Bro,
Aldi's, yo.
that's where I shop.
I fuck with Aldi's.
For all my food, bro, in the crib.
And I see you on the fruit thing.
Yeah, bro. I get
see
all of that now. Bro, you go to Aldi's, right? Before I started going to Aldi's maybe a year ago.
Okay.
My man's put me on. Before I was going there, I was going to, what's the name of that spot in...
Whole Foods?
No,
Trader Joe's?
on 15th Street and Kennedy Boulevard. You know what I'm talking about?
I know you talk about.
They have it's a franchise.
Food Bazaar?
Food Bazaar. Bro,
They're expensive.
Bro,
Not the
it
Food
was
Bazaar.
like, bro, I was
Not
going.
that one.
I was
Yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah.
I was going a week. I was maybe spending $300
Yeah.
In a week?
in a week, bro.
Sheesh.
That's
So I'm
tough.
spending almost a band, and it's just me and my lady.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like,
Damn.
my kids don't live with me. They live
Okay.
with their mother. So
Okay.
I'm talking about just grocery
It's
shopping
two
for me
people.
and my
Yeah,
lady
yeah,
for two people,
yeah.
300. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I don't even know what my baby mother going through with my 3 kids. I'm like,
Right.
God damn,
True,
nigga, this
true.
shit
Facts,
is crazy.
facts.
Like, God, nigga, I'm paying for this and this is what it is. I went to Aldi's, bro.
It was a change of life, right? You like,
300 for the
yo.
month.
My man
300
was
for the
like, you
month.
going to Food Bazaar? Nigga, you should be going to Aldi's. I'm
Aldi's.
like, wait,
Yeah.
what? I went in there, got the same amount of shit, bro, $90. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
shout out to Aldi's,
I'm
man.
like, yo, what?
And they have organic products. You heard?
Yeah, bro,
Shout out to
bro.
Where they from? They from like a different whole
Yeah,
country. right?
Aldi's is if I'm not mistaken, it's Swedish.
Swedish.
Yeah, Swedish.
Yo,
Swedish
Well,
brand.
Shit, be careful. The tariffs
I
might
don't
be going
mind.
up. Them shit's
Yo,
this is about to go up on that motherfucker.
Yo.
Get it while you can.
listen, I saw some funny shit. Costco's and the hot dog. Was it the Costco's that sells the hot dog
Hey,
or
yo,
BJ's? Nah, come on.
I'm
BJ's,
about to say, yo,
BJ's.
I said
Glizzy
Paul.
Gladiator.
Nah,
that's
but the
crazy.
nigga said
Stay talking about some glizzy.
they had the same hot dog price for $125 ever since. They never changed.
Oh, it never.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Sam's Club.
Okay.
You get a hot dog. Listen, with a soda and a pizza.
$3, $4.
$4,
Yo,
bro.
that's because you just spent like $700 for the whole fucking month. They're like, yo,
Nah,
the least
nah,
we could do is
but
throw
they-
a hot dog.
yo,
for a dollar.
I know this is gonna sound real nuts.
Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
I've gone there just to eat. I'm like, nigga, I'm going there just for lunch,
Just for
nigga.
lunch.
$4 lunch,
Smart,
nigga.
yo.
2 glizzies, nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say,
see?
nigga.
But-
2
Fuck
big
it.
ass
Hey,
glizzies,
hey,
nigga.
hey,
Ketchup,
yo,
hot
nigga,
dog,
too.
mustard and all that. You heard? Yeah, I don't give a fuck what niggas say, bro. Them shit, them
Nigga say,
what,
yo, fuck it. Yo, man, I ain't knocking it. I ain't
Yo,
knocking
listen,
it. bro.
I saw that, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's some spots
Right, you
that
gotta know.
stick to their price.
Right.
And there's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
that, you know,
Right.
they,
But
they
like I
can't.
said, I'm sure like with that, man, the last thing they worry about is that little lunch shit because they get all their money from the, you know,
It's basically free.
Right, basically.
Basically, it's giving a free hot
The
dog.
last thing they worry
Yeah,
about.
word.
So,
Word.
So, yo, Cito, man, let's get into your background. What's up with you? You know, give the viewers
How
a
it
little
started.
bit about you. You know, where you from, how it started.
Oof.
What do you do? They ever know for the people that don't
Where
know.
you from?
Yeah.
How it started?
Well, I'm a music producer.
Okay.
But I used to rap, you feel me, songwrite, little bit of everything, honestly, you feel me? But I stick to producing, you feel me? That's
Okay.
along the way, I figured out that that's what I love,
Okay.
and that's what I really want to do. So I just put all my energy into that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Shit, man, it all started for me in church. You
Okay.
feel
Oh,
me?
shit, okay.
I come from church. You feel me? I'm a PK kid, so my parents were pastors.
Okay.
Feel me? They still are. So you know, I started playing the drums at church at like 5 years old. Started playing the piano around like 10, 11. Bass guitar at like 15. So I
Okay.
started with
So you-
instruments first.
Nice.
Then my cousin had put me on to a video game.
Okay.
I went to go sleep at his house one time, and we was over there, and I saw him playing this video game, and he was making music. And I was a musician, but I never understood how music was made.
Okay.
Like before this moment that I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
I used to think that whenever I heard music, it was like a room full of musicians.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some, like, live shit
Like,
altogether.
like always. I never knew that like one person
Could
could
do all that-
create
all that
like
stuff.
trumpets, drums, but you know.
Okay.
So my cousin's playing this game and he's making me, and I'm like, yo, I'm confused. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm making the beat, and I'm like, what's a beat? You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I come from church. I just understand a band. So
Yeah,
I'm
right,
like, oh, I'm doing the music, and I'm like, how? Like, you don't have instruments. There's nothing going on. He's like, I'm doing it on this game. The game. Anybody that knows,
I know
the game.
exactly what you're talking about.
It's-
PlayStation.
It's
Is it
PlayStation.
I remember
It's called,
we
it's
used to
called
do.
Yeah.
MTV Generator.
Yes.
Okay.
By DJ Funk Flex.
Nice. Shout out
Yo,
to Funk
son,
Flex.
that's the
Shout out
game
to
that
Funk
I
Flex.
was
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
We used to make beats on that shit galore.
Bro, that game started for me.
Changed
That
everything.
changed my
Wow.
life.
Changed everything.
That game,
Alright.
bro. I saw my cousin with that game. I said, what? And I said, yo, and I'm seeing him make beats, and I'm like, hold on. So you're doing the piano, the drums, everything
all this
on
shit
this
off the
game? And
control.
he's like, yeah. And I'm like, wait,
Right.
bro, that moment for me was so pivotal because it was like, that was the moment where I was like, this is what I want to do.
Well, you see the
You
gap.
feel me? I was like, this is what I want to do. I don't know what this is called,
But that's what I
But I
wanna do.
remember leaving my cousin's house that weekend. I went home and I told my father, I'm like, yo, my cousin, shout out to my cousin Kenny.
Yeah, shout
and
out
I'm
to
like,
Kenny.
yo, Kenny put me onto this video game and we was making music, da 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 da. And I was like, Dad, what's that called? He's like, it's called a music producer. You feel me? Because my parents are musicians, so my father,
So they
that's
knew
what
already
he
what's
does.
up.
Yeah, he's like, that's called a music producer. You
Right.
feel me? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, that's what I do. And I was like,
okay.
what? My dad's a music producer. I always knew him as a musician.
Gotcha.
I never knew the name for it. So he's like, yeah, you know, when I take you to these places with the big boards and like, that's what I'm doing. You're just seeing it in a video game. But what I'm doing is how you do it in real life.
Right.
And I'm like, that's what I want to be, a music producer. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Fire.
So I was like, can you buy me that game? He's like, matter of fact, I'm going to buy you a program.
Okay.
So
What was the first program?
Yeah.
it was called Home Studio 2004 by Cakewalk.
Wow.
Okay.
Cakewalk. Cakewalk is still around.
Yeah, bro. Crazy. So, you know, Cakewalk has that program. It's called Sonar.
Yeah.
Sonar used to be called Cakewalk 2004, Home Studio
So they-
2004.
so they
and then they
switched the
changed the name.
Gotcha.
So I started on there, and my dad got me that for Christmas 2003. Wow. Yeah, we old, bro. We old,
So
eh?
that's what it started. You were saying it started at 2003.
03, you feel me?
Yo,
03.
sponsor that. You heard?
Hey,
Send
yo.
that, all that.
Word. Yeah, so like I started that in 03, and so I had my dad buy me the program, and then I was like, you know, at the time it wasn't like Fruity Loops where you could like click things in.
Right.
I didn't understand it, so I was like, I need a keyboard. So I was like, my dad already bought me the program. I didn't want to like press it
Ask for
too
the
much, so
keyboard,
I
yeah.
go to my mom and I'm like, Ma, I was like, I need a piano.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
all right, she bought me the piano, so now I got the piano with the program, bye, and I started like just trying to make beats on it. You
Yeah.
feel me? I was like 12, 13 years old. You feel me? For the first 2 years, I was ass, bro. I was just like.
You still
by
just
myself.
learning
I didn't
shit. Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even tell nobody I made music. I was just
Right,
some
just
shit I was
learning.
just doing for fun for a little bit, and then when I got to high school, I ran into like a group of friends and shit that was like recording vocals. They didn't make beats or nothing, but
Got
they
you.
just like used to record themselves on a program called Cool Edit Pro.
Wow, Cool
Okay.
Edit. Remember
Okay.
that one
Shout out
too,
to Cool
baby?
Edit Pro.
Shout out to Cool Edit
It's
Pro.
the beginning. That's it to this shit.
Yeah.
It's like 2 years later, so
Shit.
I'm like 14 now,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, cool. So then I'm like, damn, I need to like really like perfect this beat shit so that I could like give my friends these beats
Right.
to rap on, so they could record them on Cool Edit Pro. So I was like trying to figure this shit out, and I really wanted to do it. And then I don't know how familiar y'all are with an artist named Photophobus. He was from like downtown Union
Sounds
City
familiar.
back in the day. He had a little clique.
That was before my time. I was in New York at that time.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this artist from Union City, shout out to him. He used to go by Photophobus. He actually had like a crack version of Reason on like a
remember that Reason
CD.
Sheesh, yeah.
So he's like, listen, I'll give this to you. You feel me? I forgot how we met, and I told him like, yo, I really need like a program. I want to learn how to make beats. Like I'm learning how to make beats, but I need like a better program. Like Home Studio, my dad got it for me, but it wasn't like. My dad was producing like
get it.
ballads and like Spanish
Got you.
records.
It
I'm trying
wasn't
to
a
make
lot
hip
going
hop.
on. Yeah.
It wasn't like
wasn't really-
this
A lot
wasn't
of
a
options. You
program
need more
for it. You
options.
feel me? It just didn't work.
Yeah.
So
Damn, Reason.
I get on Reason, and that's where I really learned how to make
Yo,
beats.
Reason
you
is
feel
fucking
me?
hard, yo.
It was.
Yo,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
I
program.
started on the hardest shit you could think
That's
of.
what I'm
But that's
saying.
good. That made everything easier.
It's
Probably easier
absolutely.
for you. Right,
You
right.
feel me? Absolutely.
That shit was hard, bro.
Hard
Pause.
as fuck, bro. Hard as hell.
Like this, like there's a graph,
Yeah.
but different sheets of like plugins or
Well,
whatever.
now
was.
it looks easier because they've made it like more user friendly.
Was it with the
But
wires that you move a fake wire and
you don't have to do so much of that anymore. But yeah, bro,
Remember that
because
shit?
they used to make it to be like analog.
That's so
It should feel like you at the studio
Yeah,
having to
do
move
regular
things
shit.
around.
so it'll make you fake move
Yeah,
wire?
yeah,
Give you the whole soundboard like a real
Yeah,
soundboard.
you know, that was the feel,
Right.
which I thought was super dope at
Right.
the time. So I taught myself that shit. Like I downloaded, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna learn this shit. You feel me? And I learned how to make it, like you know how to make beats on it and shit, and it just it just went
And
from
went from
there,
there,
bro.
fire.
When we met, I was making beats on Reason.
That's crazy, yo. I met him.
09.
Yeah, when you had the high top.
Yep, that was
Your
2009.
manager at the time was Rich, or was
Yes,
he, yeah, he was
yes,
manager,
it was
right?
Rich. Yeah, Rich was
Shout out to
managing
Rich,
me. Yeah, shout out to Rich, man.
He
Oh,
Rich,
okay, yeah.
He put us together,
Nice.
and ever since then, yo, I've been on this motherfucker. Yo, for
Yeah,
It's funny,
man.
it's funny because Cito, we from Union City, right?
Yeah.
Union City. So Union City, we used to be in West New York. It's like right there, town by town. And I always knew when we used to do the music thing. Like I always heard about you, and I see you.
I
but we
moved
never
in.
like ever connected for whatever reason.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But I always even back then, man, I always see like yo, that kid is nice. Man, you know
I
what I'm saying?
moved
Yo,
in,
that
so
man is nice.
he was in 40. We was in 45th. You know, you moved out of 45th, didn't you?
Yeah, I moved out.
And I moved into his room.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the warehouse, in that
Yeah,
big ass
yeah,
warehouse.
yeah,
shit over there?
Mad Max.
I
Yeah,
met
yeah.
him because Rich was managing me, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, I got this artist I want you to meet."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was,
Some
but and at the time, I don't think you was engineering. You was just pursuing
yeah,
being
yeah.
an
Yes,
artist.
yeah, just trying.
Yeah, you was being an artist. So like, you come to my studio, we link, and I
He had
remember
the Kong, the big motherfucking Kong. I remember the keyboard.
Yes.
Yo, damn.
Yeah,
son, I
yeah.
remember
The
that
cord,
shit.
the cord.
Yeah,
I had the
spelled it wrong.
I had,
you know.
I had the cord Triton. I had the
Okay.
Triton.
Big
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, what you like?" And this nigga just on the fucking keyboard.
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
yo,
I'm just
bro,
going.
it was-
I'm just going in, and that's how we connected. Yeah, I remember that. It was crazy.
Fucking rich, yo.
Damn.
So, what are some artists that you work with, or stuff like that?
Damn, we skipped.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead. Yeah, my bad.
So
My bad.
I moved to his
Yeah,
spot,
go ahead.
and then he was in. But you went to 30th? Oh no, you wasn't in 30th.
No, I left there, and then I opened my own spot in downtown Jersey City.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on Christopher Columbus. So after I met Bugs, I started like producing out of my crib.
Okay.
I was living, not even my crib. I was living with my son's mom.
Okay.
Now I was living with her and her mom. I moved in with my girl, and I used to make beats in the kitchen. And a friend of a friend introduced me to this kid named D Jackson from Jersey City.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the first check. That you
Yeah,
broke
yeah.
Brett together.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That
Go
was
ahead.
it. So
See the story.
he introduced me to D Jackson. Me and D Jackson get in. And D Jackson was known in Jersey City.
Okay.
Because he had like, you remember when DJs, I don't know how familiar you are with Jersey City mixtapes.
Nah.
Where they would blend.
Remember Playboy would play those blends on the those type
you
of
know, they
songs.
would blend
Okay,
like acapellas like over hip hop beats,
Okay.
like so it was like it's a culture thing in Jersey City.
Right.
D Jackson was big because like his vocals were always used by the DJs in the neighborhood, like
Copy.
in Jersey. So like his vocals was
So
everywhere.
he was the
you feel
one.
me?
He was the one. He was the guy.
Yeah,
He was the guy.
yeah,
at that
yeah.
time.
He had a joint called "Give Me a Touch" that
Yeah.
every DJ touched, and they would just like they would put this shit over every beat.
Okay.
So I knew who he was,
Right,
just
right.
like off of culture.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in the city. Because I'm originally from Jersey City.
Okay.
But like when people ask me, I'm like, it's hard because I'm like, I'm not from Union City.
Right.
But like I spent a lot of years there.
Right,
You
right,
feel
right.
me? But I'm between Jersey City and
Okay.
Union City. I
All
grew
right.
up between both like cities,
Got
just
you.
bouncing
Going
back and forth. Because like I grew up in a divorced home. You
Okay.
feel me? So like my mother lived in Jersey City my whole life. My
Gotcha.
father lived in Union City, and I
And
would
it's back
spend the
and forth.
weekends with my
So you
dad.
basically both for both.
weekdays.
You
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
both
You know,
for
so I had friends in both. So like it was that type of shit. So I already knew everything was going on in Jersey City. I was involved in the culture and shit.
Right.
And so I meet him. Boom, we work on 2 records. He introduces me to an investor that he's working at the time, Jose. Which you met. Yeah, so then I meet Jose. Me and Jackson both end up signing with Jose.
Yeah.
As he started a label. He's like, he had some money. He was like, yo, I'm gonna start a label. Like,
Right.
da-da-da.
I remember
And at
that.
the time, I didn't have a studio yet.
Okay.
So he's like, yo, I need you to get in and start cooking up records with with Jackson.
Right.
And you had a studio.
Yeah, I just moved into
Yeah,
that
you had
bitch.
just moved into the studio. So I was like, listen, bro, I got some bread for you. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
Came with a check the next day, man.
yeah. I was like, listen, they just need me to get in the studio, work on some records. They're
Right.
gonna give me a check. When they
you
give
go.
it to me, I'll pay you.
Yo,
feel
you know
me?
what he
I'll take care
said?
of you.
Because
transactions,
Bugs,
yeah.
stay here and chill.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, they do.
I was like, bro, you don't gotta do nothing, bro.
Really, yeah.
That's what I said. So we
Yeah.
chilled and that nigga cooked
I'm
the
like,
records.
I'm
with
like,
it.
yo, I'm gonna pay you, and I cooked up with Jackson, and then
It was a nice check. It was $2,500. I remember that.
He said,
yeah, it was something like
It was
something like
yeah,
that.
'cause they gave you something nice.
Yeah, it was a nice little check, yeah.
He was like, "Yo, here, but I'm looking at this." I was like, and I was like, "Yo, see, we could do this more." I tell him, I was like, "Yo, whenever you need
Whenever you
something,
want,
yeah,
you
it's come through." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
Like,
remember like
it was something nice.
I did those a couple. I did one with you, and then I was going to like studios in the city, like
Yeah.
to the big rooms and shit. And they were like, "Yo, we spending all this money. Like, let's just build you a studio."
Right.
So I was like, "All right." So he gave me like his card, and he was like, "Go buy whatever you need." And he initially did real estate, so he had an
Yeah,
office in downtown Jersey City. They
So
used
that's
to
remember
own
that
mad.
shit.
So he's like, yo, just take one of the offices
Right.
and like turn it into a studio. You feel
Fire.
me? So that's what I did.
Fire.
We
That's
built
a
the
dope-
booth in there.
That's a dope opportunity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I remember that we used to go
So you got
to
a, but you got a studio now too, right?
Yeah, I'm on
Was-
30th.
30th. Okay,
yeah, I'm on
okay,
30th.
okay.
I'm at what used to be Pearls.
Okay.
It's not Pearls anymore.
Fucking
you feel me?
Pearls, fucking Pearls.
Honestly, now that shit is it's basically mine.
Yeah, fire.
Ain't nobody in there. You
Yeah.
feel me? Yeah, that shit is empty, bro.
Wow.
Like me and Izzy on the second floor. It's basically just me and him, really.
Yo,
like,
bro, that shit used to be the epitome of whatever it was at the time.
It's a bit of whatever it was.
My
at the
nigga,
time.
listen.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Once, like, cause you was there when Pearl was there. Once they got Pearl out of there. Shout out to Pearl, cause I love
Yeah,
Pearl.
of course.
You know what I'm saying? But once they got Pearl out of there, bro,
way
they
better.
cleaned that place up so
That
crazy.
shit was hard, right? See,
You didn't. I didn't realize how many like fuck niggas Pearl was just letting grab rooms. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
like anybody could just get a room. Now, bro, to get a room,
It's
you
tough.
can't have no felonies. They run background checks on you.
shit.
Credit.
Crazy
It's
up.
like niggas like getting an apartment. Like if your shit ain't good,
They
you
ain't
can't
fuck-
get a
they
room.
ain't fucking with it.
So now, nigga, the building's like calm. Nigga, it's like a whole nother world.
The last time I was there, they raided the whole building
Sheesh.
because someone got shot and robbed.
Yep.
And I don't want to mention
So wait,
names.
but before,
yeah.
because we already, I want
know, no, my
to,
bad. Go ahead. You like 30 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I want to get to some
Go
artists
ahead.
you work with,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
like
Talk-
what you got going on
Yeah,
now
yeah.
and stuff. You know what I mean? So you can tell us a few artists that you work with, and then I know you got like the songwriters camp. I'll be seeing that.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
Talk
want
about
to
that.
get
Yeah,
into
I
that.
actually got one coming up this Saturday.
So let's talk about that. So the songwriters camp, what's that about? How does that work?
So I actually came up with the idea with Izzy, my brother. Shout out to Izzy.
Okay.
Nice.
Izzy's in the
Shout out to
building.
Izzy, shout out to
Yeah,
Izzy.
He's in the cut,
Yeah.
you know?
Cut.
He's in the cut. You know, I can't move the camera, but he's there.
And I'm not just saying this because it's my brother, but I'm just being honest. This nigga's probably the illest songwriter I've ever met in my
Nice,
life.
okay.
This nigga pens records in like 10
Fire,
minutes.
shout out to
10
Izzy.
minutes. I'm not talking about like verses. Like,
Right.
Nah,
Like a
nah.
whole-
this
a
nigga
whole
could
record.
pen an entire song, bro, in 10, 15 minutes.
The boy cooks.
And it be fucking gas. Like hit material. Like
Okay.
these shits are ready to go.
Yeah.
Polished,
Yeah, yeah.
backgrounds, harmonies, like the whole shit. You
Fire.
feel me?
Shout out to Izzy.
So, you know, that's my partner too. You know, that's
Okay.
my brother. We do everything together. We've been rocking for like 8 years now.
So he's at the
And,
he's at the camps too. He be at the he be
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
camps.
it's
Okay.
basically us. We came up with the camp together. You
Gotcha.
feel me? So we was you know, bro, like to be honest, like be super transparent. You know, this business is hard, bro. We be hustling. You
Right,
feel
right,
me? It's a
right.
hustle.
Facts.
So it's like we got a lot of time in the studio. You know, we've put a lot of time in, and you know, life was life, nigga.
Right.
And we had to figure out ways that we could help the community and
Right.
the artist community, but also like put some money in our pocket, bro,
Facts.
and like pay the rent.
Nah,
you
of
feel
course,
me?
facts,
Like, I'm just being as transparent
Nah.
as I could be. You
So-
feel me? So the idea initially came from us being like, yo, rent is due, bro,
Right,
and
let's try
like,
to figure some
and
shit
shit
out.
is rough right now. So what could we do, you
Right.
know? And then me and him sat down, we started brainstorming. It's like, yo, fuck it, let's just start doing like these writer camps because we saw other people doing them. You
Right.
feel me? That didn't have as many accolades
As we
as I
did.
have. You
Right,
feel
right,
me?
right.
So I was like,
Why not? Fuck
it
it.
just makes sense. You feel me? So we put it together. We came up with a game plan, and yo, it's been smooth sailing since then. Like
Yeah.
we started it like what is maybe 6 months ago. Yeah, we're probably like
Nice.
I think we've been doing like 2 a month.
You do 2 a month? Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you.
we're probably like on our 9th or 10th camp now.
Okay.
And yeah, man, it's been great.
So what
we've
is
been,
it?
like we've been building like a little community. It's fire.
So what is it like? Everybody like if you it's songwriter or whatever. The
So
case
we
may
have
be,
so
they
we
come
have
in-
slots,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
So we charge $50 a slot.
Okay.
And we have writers come in, and then you know, I have connections with labels. You know, I've
Right.
been doing this for a long time, so
Yeah.
I hit up A&Rs that I know. I also got a pub deal.
Okay.
So I hit up like, you know, my point person at the pub company. I'll be like, yo, what's going on? Like, what y'all looking for?
Gotcha.
So they'll usually send me a who's looking list. You feel me? Because
Okay.
now they know that I do these writers camps.
Gotcha.
So they're like, yo, this is dope. So they'll send me shit like, yo, Chris Brown needs records.
Fire.
Trey
So you-
Songz needs songs.
So you
da-da-da.
you ready to plug like you go, if you go there to that songwriters camp.
These are
that could be
direct.
the thing,
Yeah,
right,
these
right.
are direct.
Fire.
So I have artists come in, and you know what's fire about the camps is like you have people that are just learning, and
Right.
then you have advanced people like Izzy. You
Okay.
feel me? And then you have people that are like at the same
middle.
tiers as Izzy that are super nice or maybe a little below.
Yeah.
But then you have like really like a lot of beginners. But it's dope because we all kind of
It's
just
like
like
community. Everybody's bouncing off each other.
and we
Right.
learning from each other, and it's literally become like a community. It's fire, bro. Like
that's
you know.
that's one thing I say about music is like I notice, when you have the more artists, the more just creators you have in the room, it works out better for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's your idea, something you might say sparks something to me, something, you know what I mean? Or you all bounce to each other, and that's how you come up with the whole,
Yo, and it's been
portion.
fun, bro.
Yeah.
It's been fun as hell. Like,
Dope.
we have a good time every time. It's dope just bouncing ideas coming up, with just like, last camp, we like made music for like commercials.
Okay.
You feel me? Like for like Gatorade commercials and like, so it's fire. It's like we're not just creating songs. Like we go in there with like a goal. Like, all right, today we're just working on think about commercials, TV. We gotta make stuff that could be on a Target or a Walmart commercial. Like, and we go in there, and we're creating, and we're creating that. You know what I'm saying? So it's fun.
So if you for the people, the viewers that watch it, how would you get in touch with you? How would you get, if I wanted to sign up for the summer camp? How would you go? How would I go about that?
Hit me or Izzy up through Instagram.
Okay.
And you slide in our DM. We have like a group chat.
Okay.
Where we have all the songwriters and anything that I have going on that has to do with the camp, I put in there.
Okay.
You feel me? Whenever we have camps going on, we put them in there. So I usually will promote like throughout the week.
Yeah.
Like if you want to join my songwriters camp, like, just hit me up and I'll add them to the group chat. So then like that, whenever I have updates on what I have going on, like they'll know. You feel me? Yeah. It's dope. I probably have like 80 people in the group chat right now. Like 80 songwriters.
That's dope, man. I love listen, man, I'm a man of the people, man. I love man of the people that's like not trying to hold your shit. It's like you want to share it and help people, grow and get better.
Bro, knowledge is free, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like I'm one of those people, bro. I don't like to gatekeep.
Right,
I only
gatekeep. That's what I was saying.
I don't like to I gatekeep if I feel like you are a person that doesn't deserve that knowledge. You feel me? Like, because I know that you're gonna do something that's not good with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But besides that, bro, like knowledge is meant to be shared, bro. I'll share it. If I know it and you ask me, I'm gonna give it to you.
Copy. And then so quickly, because we're about to get into the boogie segment. Also, you got the other the music review, right? That you do.
Yes, I'm actually doing it tonight.
Tonight, okay.
9 p.m.
So go check that out.
Every Monday, 9 p.m. I do music reviews. So I've been doing them for about 5 years now.
Okay.
I like on and off. I'll do them for like a couple months and then I'll take some time off. Life just gets busy. You feel me? I'm still active in the industry, so I get busy and then I can't do it as much. But I'm trying to like stay as consistent as I can this go around.
Right.
So I'm on there every Monday, 9 p.m. to like midnight.
Okay.
You feel me?
That's IG Live, right?
Yeah, IG Live, and I review artists' music and I give away prizes. Like I'll give away studio time, I give away cash prizes, mix and mastering sessions, I give away like I've done photo shoots, like blog write-ups, like all types of stuff. Like any way I can help the artist. You feel me? I'll pick my favorite record of the night and then I just give something away. You feel me?
So music review, that's what it's called. Music.
Yeah. It's called Citoonthebeat music review.
Citoonthebeat music review.
Yes,
Make
sir.
Sure I check
Tap
that
in,
out IG every Monday. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So you want to get to your questions, Bug, or what? So Cito, we got a segment here. It's our favorite segment. I think only because the only segment. And it's Bug's famous 5 questions. So he's gonna ask you 5 questions, like some quick hitters, and
Not crazy.
You just answer the questions you know be with. So go ahead, Bug.
So if you had
Question
to eat
number one.
Yeah, question number 1.
Yeah.
If you had to eat a dish for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One dish. Back up a little bit.
Umakasi.
Omakase, yeah.
Put me onto that, please.
That sounds exotic as shit, bro. Yeah, what's that?
Tell me what's that?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't know what umakase is?
Nah, bro. Damn.
Alright, so umakase.
Sounds like a cologne to me.
In,
right now. What I'm saying.
in Japanese, it means chef's choice.
Okay.
So it's basically sushi.
Okay.
Right? But like the chef makes you like one. It's like, so when you go do umakase,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Like a buffet of different shit?
No.
Okay,
You pay like a set price per person, and it comes with like a certain amount. So it'll be like you get 12 pieces, and it'll be like $100 a person.
Okay.
And you'll get like one piece of sushi, like. But it'll be like
rare.
It'll be super rare. It'll be like yo,
some exotic
this
shit.
tuna,
Yeah. They can say umakase.
It'll be like yo,
listen, I'm like, damn, my nigga, that's a statement. That's from somewhere.
It'll be like, they'll serve you and they'll be like, oh, this is like blue like fin tuna from like the south part of Spain or some crazy shit. You feel me? With caviar, like it'll be some wild shit.
My man living luxurious. He said,
no.
He said, I want that for the rest of my life.
I love raw fish and I love like sushi. Like I'm a big fan of like my my favorite food in the world is Japanese.
Okay.
So like, yeah,
Fire.
I'm definitely doing
What's your
omakase.
nationality?
Ukasi.
Dominican.
Dominican.
All right.
You heard it first, yo. You heard?
Dominicans love sushi.
They love sushi.
That's why they got Mama Sushi.
True. I'm not going front. It's true. That's a good one. That's a good one, yo.
All right. Question number two.
Number two.
Sushi.
If you had to be in a movie, what character would it be?
Ooh, that's fucking good. If I had to be in the movie,
Like any act, you know, you could play an act. You could play a Matrix. You could
I'm
play
gonna
anywhere.
say I'd play Denzel Washington
Okay.
in Training Day.
There you go.
All right.
That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Absolutely.
That's
a good one.
All right. Denzel, man. Shout out to Denzel. Man. Shout out to Denzel.
Shout out to
Washington, bro.
Denzel.
Your baby out there.
Got you, bro.
Word up.
Oh.
All right. Number 3. Ready for number
Yeah.
3? All right. Number 3.
Have you ever had a ghostly experience?
Ooh, some paranormal shit.
Yeah. It's a ghostly.
Dad, like Izzy perked up over there, boy. He's
like,
wait a minute.
I remember I
He's
was
like,
with him one
tell
night.
him about that time.
Because he don't believe in ghosts.
Oh, all right.
I mean,
so then,
have you-
I don't believe in ghosts, but I've had some like
Like a random,
I've had like some weird encounters.
like
yeah,
weird,
yeah.
like you're in the studio.
Nah, the
and something moves, or-
the most recent one I had, I was in bed sleeping with my lady. I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw this super tall black figure.
Oh, shit.
But it wasn't looking at me; it was looking at my lady.
Shit.
And it looked like almost like Slender Man. You know,
yeah,
like,
so,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
super
Like-
skinny,
like,
like,
yeah, like-
really tall.
Like this,
Yeah.
like I know you're talking
Yo,
about.
but it was like in our closet. You feel me? But we have one of those open closet concepts that has no doors.
Yeah.
So you could just see all our clothes.
Oh, my God.
So it was just like standing there, but like it wasn't looking at me. Like if I wasn't even in the room, it was just like staring at my lady. Like it had beef with my
Oh,
girl.
shit.
And my lady's knocked out, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like I'm laying up with my eyes open.
Like looking.
And I went to sleep, and I told her about it the next day. But
Damn.
like,
That's
it
scary,
didn't,
yo.
Word, facts, bro.
It didn't happen once, bro. I saw that same figure looking at my lady like 3 different times.
Damn.
And question, you wasn't on. You wasn't.
Nah.
tip?
And I told my lady, I was like, yo, I don't know. Like, I feel like you being attacked. Like, something, like,
right,
trying
gotta
to
be careful.
comfort you or
Right,
something.
right.
You feel me? Because, like, it wasn't looking for me.
Damn.
It was every time
You was
I
protecting.
saw it,
Every
it was
time it was
always,
facing- it was facing you.
always looking at
Focused
her.
on her.
Yeah,
Damn.
always, bro. Always.
Wow.
Yo,
Okay.
you actually gave us a
Right.
story.
Yeah, word. That
Niggas
was-
is like, nah, I never
Yeah.
went through that before.
Damn, that's some deep shit right there. Pause. All right. Question number 4.
Ooh, if you had a language you can master, what would it be?
Japanese.
Japanese. I already-
Coño,
yeah, you already
Japan-
know, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like master, like
Yeah.
you say,
100% Japanese.
Have you ever been to Japan?
No, but I want to go
Go
this
Japan?
year for my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard Japan is fire. They got some Star Wars shit going out there. I know like 3 or 4 people that are going out there like,
Yeah?
next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, some shit in Japan. All right,
Ooh.
number 5. Go ahead.
Damn, this is gonna be maybe a little crazy. Not crazy, but
Oh.
what's the craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
This is gonna be good.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
The craziest, like you gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
I got one.
Yeah, he got one
This
off the
was just
jump.
last year.
All right, yeah.
Yo. So, my son's mom,
Okay.
my baby mother, you know, we were married.
Mm-hmm.
When we were together, she had a best friend, gay best friend.
Okay.
You feel me? And I'm not gonna say his name, but you know, he was around always. You know, he's always been around. Last year, she calls me and she tells me that he told her that me and him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Drop a
Yeah.
bomb for that shit, bro.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Wow.
That's
wild.
scary.
That's wild.
And she was really calling
And
me,
she
bro,
was
like trying to find
trying to
out if
find
it was
real?
true.
Wow.
And I was like, "Are you dumb?"
Wow.
I was like, "Are you dumb? Like, are
Yo.
you dumb?" Yeah,
Wow.
bro, that was crazy.
Yo,
Wow,
that's
that
not
was a,
cool,
that
yo.
was a
Yeah.
juicy rumor. That's
That's a
crazy.
good
That's
one,
wild.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
appreciate that.
Thanks
That
for
was a
sharing
good
that
one.
one.
Nah,
A
yeah,
lot of people not even said that.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
nigga,
It's like, yeah.
You know what though? I'm comfortable as a
Right,
man,
right. Yeah.
and like it ain't true.
Right, right,
so
it ain't true, so you ain't worried
I
about
don't
it.
gotta
Right,
hide
right,
about
right,
it.
facts.
You feel me?
Yo, listen, that's not cool, man.
That's
shit
not
is
cool.
cap, you
That
feel
is
me?
cool. That's not cool at
That's
all,
not
That
cool.
shit
man.
is cap. You feel me? Niggas basically try to like say I was gay or did some gay shit. I'm like,
Yo.
Sheesh.
absolutely not.
Wow, yo.
That was really
That's what he
wild,
said.
right?
That was
fucking
wild.
That's a
Wow.
wild. That's
That's
a
a
wild
good
shit
one.
to say.
That is
Yo.
a wild rumor.
Well, we're cool. Like we fuck with the
we
gay
fuck with
community.
everyone.
No. I don't got
Yeah,
no.
that-
I
yeah.
got no.
I got friends that are gay.
Listen,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that matters was all that was
No
about was
issues.
the rumor that was not true
Yeah.
about him.
The
That's
the
it,
point
bro.
is
Yeah.
that
That's what it
they
was.
try to put something on me that's not true.
Exactly.
You feel me?
That's
Period.
it. That's it.
Like I don't fuck with that.
So that was the favorite 5. That was a quick 5. We ran through that shit. Pause. Ran through that pretty quick, yo. So
You had to throw pause in there real quick.
Especially at that last one. Like, hold up, man.
I had to, yo.
Yo, so right now, so wrapping up the show, right up. So just let us know like where we could find you out, how to get in touch with you, and again promote, you know, what you got going on and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, best place to find me is on Instagram. I'm always on there.
What's the
Citoonthebeat. So at CITOO, and I'm pretty sure you guys put it in.
We'll put it on there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Put it right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right there.
So y'all can follow me on there. Yeah, man, you know, like what I focus on right now is besides working with big artists, I'm into like just developing local talent and just giving them a space.
Right.
I feel like, you know, you and I have been in the business for a long time. You know, we're now considered like, you know, we almost unks.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Niggas like, yo, what up, big? I'm like, damn. Yo, when niggas like, damn.
We like,
yo,
right, we there.
Yo.
You feel me? We got the white hair. That's what I'm saying.
We didn't even guarantee his accolades.
I know.
And shit,
I know. This is like another part
We
2.
can get there.
We got like 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
I told you this shit be flying. Yo. But I want you to start a little bit. Let's hit a couple of accolades.
Give me a list. Give me the list.
Real quick. Spotify numbers.
I'm gonna hit the flex.
Real quick, man. This is flex a little bit, man. Yeah,
I don't even know what to say, really.
Nigga, from the beginning, from A to B to Z.
Numbers on Spotify. How many plaques you got?
Oh, I mean, I got a couple Billboard plaques.
There you go.
I've done some work for Davies.
There you go.
Shit. Damn, Kevin Gates.
Okay.
Tory Lanez. Cardi B.
Lil Wayne.
Jada Kiss. Lil Wayne.
My man's real nonchalant about it. Like
Shy
I have to
King.
remind them.
Facts.
It's just a lot. I don't even be remembering
Facts.
everybody.
Listen,
but
man. Shout out to all the artists you just named.
you know
Those
what,
are
though?
big
Like,
dogs there.
to be fair, like, I always look at life, you know, as you get older, life humbles you. You feel me?
right,
So younger me would have been like, I did all of this. You feel me?
Right.
But like older me is like, it ain't about what you done, it's about what you doing. You feel me? So it's like I did those things.
I just like to get that out for like the viewers that you know what I mean. So they see it's like you're not just 100%. You're not just a producer for 30. You know what I mean? For you to see that's not really doing that. Like yo, you got accolades.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Put the work. Nah, for sure.
I understand how it is because like who wants to just be up there and be on the camera like I did this, I did that, I did that. You know what I'm saying? So I get the side of it. I just want viewers to know this. This ain't just a regular producer in the basement or the white store. You know? You feel me? Right?
For sure, man.
So Boogie, you already know.
Y'all already know what the fuck is going on. It's your boy Holly Boogs.
Yeah, it's your boy Watts. Shout out to Grizzy Green. Shout out to Citoonthebeat.
Yes, sir.
And this is not a podcast.
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 This is not a podcast.